Hi guys, thanks for watching. We're here with Nathan Malinick, Hennessey's Director of Design, and we are here with the Venom Stealth Series today, and he's going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. So this is a very, very special car and special series for us. All Stealth Series cars are based on the Revolution platform, so that's our track focus platform of the F5.
Awesome.
But what makes the Stealth Series unique is that from front to back, there's a exposed carbon section within the paint of on the bodywork, and so it's kind of a halfway house between our Carbon Series car and our full painted car.
Okay.
Something that our customers requested, and really the story for this year for us is a story of craftsmanship, and that's really what this car displays in full force.
I was watching one of your videos about the Carbon Series and about how long it takes you guys to line up the carbon fiber on the spine. That's not on here this time?
Well, it is. So
It is?
a lot of people don't realize how difficult, the whole car, first of all, is made out of carbon fiber. But it's not a matter of just not painting the car.
Yeah.
It's way more difficult than that. For this car alone, there were 3,000 hours went into
Crazy.
producing and making this. So like the Carbon Series car, each strand has to be perfectly aligned, otherwise it's rejected. If it's not perfect, we won't do it.
It's like very fine marble when you're installing it in a house. You have to make sure that it lines up properly.
It's the exact same concept.
So I know it takes 3,000 hours. That's not for the total car though, right?
Correct. That's just to produce what we have here. Yeah.
Do you know how long it takes to produce the whole car?
All in, it would probably be around 5,000 hours.
Wow.
So almost double.
Okay.
And that's why these cars are north of $3 million each.
Yes, that's really crazy. So there are 3 of them. Is that it for the Stealth Series?
That's it. Okay. Yeah, we at Hennessey, we're really passionate about truly living up to the word exclusivity and limited. Sometimes when you get into the hundreds of cars and they're limited, it kind of loses its meaning, And one thing our customers really appreciate about us is that we really do limited things. For instance, when a car is painted a certain color, we remove that from our configurator, from our options list. And so every car truly is a one of one.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I watched your video about the configurator. Yeah. And I think the fact that you said that I can't play with it because I'm not a customer made me want to play with it more.
Well, don't worry. So we heard, so yeah, I think everyone that saw that video, we had a lot of people saying, we really want to get on there. So we've listened to our customers and fans. We are going to be coming out with an online version. But you can actually come by the Hennessey Ranch during Car Week, and we'll spec a car for you there.
I want it bright orange.
Done.
I love it.
Done.
So can you talk about the engine on here for people that aren't familiar with it?
Yeah, so like everything else on the car, it's all bespoke to us. The engine itself is a 6.6 liter twin turbo V8. That's just a monster. We call it Fury.
Yeah, I love it.
Based on the movie Fury. So some people don't know that, but that's where it comes from. We're very proud of our American heritage. The engine makes 1,870 horsepower and a little over 1,200 foot-pound of torque.
Wow.
Now, you don't get all of that horsepower until the top of 4th gear.
Okay.
So you really can get in the car, mash the throttle, and it's just going to go.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there any way to customize the engine, or that is what you have, the Fury is what you get in all 3 of them?
In terms of the power plant, there's different modes on the car that will do different mapping to the engine itself. So we have 5 modes. But in terms of other than that, no, it's kind of it really is
It's perfect as it is.
It's perfect as is. Doesn't need anything else.
All right, if there are 3 things on this car that you love, if you want to show us them, what are your top 3 favorite parts of this?
Well, I'll tell you one that is kind of a nerdy one.
Okay, I love it.
That is not really that well known. It's appreciated, but you don't really know why. So I'll tell you now. So if I close this door, you'll see that there are really no cut lines on the side of the car. The only cut lines are in the door itself.
Wow.
This is very difficult to do.
Yeah.
It's really not something that is typically done, but the reason why we did it is because the initial goal of the F5 was to go over 300 miles an hour. And so every cut line disrupts air.
Yeah.
And so we spent a long time engineering the body to not have so many cut lines and to reduce that drag level down. So that's a really neat kind of unexpected sort of fun fact of the car.
I like it.
One other one, since we're on the body side here, a lot of people assume that these extract hot air or high pressure air from the wheel well.
Yeah.
And it actually does the opposite. So it creates what we call a virtual body side.
Okay.
So these little holes here create vortices, and we took it straight from F1 technology. So what it does is it, in effect, pulls the body side virtually out here and sticks the air and designs it to go where we want it to go back to cool the engine. So this is a really neat part of the exterior.
I love that. I would have never figured that out, obviously.
Yeah. And then the last part I'd say is on the back of the car. If you come around here with me. So from this cut line to this here, this bumper is one solid piece of carbon fiber that's molded, and then after that, it's then milled out on a 5-axis machine. This is still the world's largest single molded and milled piece of carbon fiber in the automotive industry.
That's so
I
cool.
love that fact.
That attributes to that 3,000 man hours right there.
Yeah, that takes a long time, but that's on every car that we do. That's like standard.
Wow.
You know, the Stealth Series is a whole nother level.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I have one more question, and I'm gonna sound like a dork when I say this, but I wanted to know about the numbers on the front, because I assumed that this was a Lewis Hamilton fan with the green.
Yeah.
And then all I could figure out was 23 was that it was a Bubba Wallace fan.
Bubba Wallace.
So are those just customer numbers?
Good guesses. So you're not the first person to ask that today. I'm actually a huge Lewis Hamilton fan.
Too. That's why.
Let's go. He's my favorite F1 driver. I actually designed the steering wheel off of his championship-winning car.
Cool. Wow.
That'll be the fourth fun fact.
I love it.
The number though is directly related to the driver of these two cars. So that's their race numbers.
Okay.
Just happens to be Lewis Hamilton.
All right. Well, fine. That's a big Bubba Wallace fan in my mind.
Yeah, sure. We love Bubba too.
I was like Googling around trying to figure out what 23 could be, and I was like, well, maybe they love NASCAR.
Yeah, good guess. Good guess.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to explain it to us and show us around. That's really cool. And congrats on the launch today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.